everybody, it's Calxiyn here. If you guys enjoyed this video, remember that you guys should become patrons over on Patreon if you guys want to support us. Join our Discord, all that. So this was a weird little episode.
You sounded zoned out there for a second.
This was a
train episode.
This was a weird little episode. I think every series has a bad episode.
I think every series has a train episode.
Every series has a bad season. I don't think this was bad, but it was okay.
I didn't think it was bad. I actually kind of liked it. I mean, there was a couple
It was a little weird. That's
all. Oh, it was weird, but I can't say it.
Like, I like the interaction between Scout and the Nomad. I think that's probably like the best part of the episode.
Can you really call it interaction when one of them is like mute?
Yeah, you can. It's like, you know, it's they held hands or whatever.
That was adorable.
Like that was such a cute scene.
Are you saying that's not cute when they're like hostages and they hold their hand?
No, I'm saying that's cute, but I'm saying I don't know. Like the bandit part was weird.
I liked the nearsighted bandits.
I don't know if I like the nearsighted bandits.
I'm a fan of the
That's where I'm like iffy on this episode. Everything else was fine. That was just a little weird.
Also, how is it that people...
Here's the other thing.
Could tell who the Nomad was when the wanted sign looked so much different than what
like
he actually
scary.
looks like.
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Also, like, when the fuck are we seeing that dude's face?
I also like the part of
Presumably
the
never,
episode where Scout was like, Toph was like, Scout! And then she was like, oh, Scout's not here, never mind. Like, at the beginning.
I'm still convinced.
Like, I just thought that was really good. What are you convinced of now?
I'm still convinced that Neo's the
Nomad?
The Nomad.
This is all interconnecting?
That is all interconnecting.
Oh, boy.
That Neo's in fact
Is that our next theory video, Hunter?
Oh, God,
is that what we're doing?
It fucking better not be.
But yeah, I don't know. It was a good episode otherwise. I just think that the bandit part was sort of... Rushed or strange or... I don't know, like, why not just have, like, a train scene? You know what I mean? And then the guy...
Maybe make more blind jokes.
Like the guy who was chasing them, the champion, like why not just have him come on the train and then have him get off the train and break the tracks or whatever? Like why introduce these like random 3 new characters?
Well, I like the nearsighted band. Also, how would he get on the train?
I don't know,
get
Hunter.
off the train? Would he jump forward?
Yeah.
In the tracks and then also that was a weird scene how he bends the tracks. And the train doesn't...
Listen, it's a kid show, so I'm not that concerned about that part. But I'm just saying, I don't know, I just felt like that was sort of like... I don't know, it's unnecessary to introduce like 3 new characters when you already have all these other people chasing.
They're one-off characters.
You know? Yeah, well that's what I'm like, ugh, like...
I feel like
more
they could have done more like
you know
Nagu-ish blind jokes. I don't know if blind jokes are, you know, but...
I don't know.
Nearsighted jokes.
I don't know if they're in either, Hunter. But yeah, that's my only problem with it. In terms of next time, like obviously the champion saw them run away, right? So that's probably gonna be something that happens soon. But when you think about it, this is episode 8, right?
Yes.
So, or this is episode 8? Yeah, this is episode 8. So 9, 10, 11, 12. So there's only 4 more episodes left. And so if this show is anything like RWBY, like we should be getting into like end climax territory, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm pretty sure 4 episodes before was sort of when like the Haven fight started, right? Because you had the first episode where the Haven fight started, then you had the Raven and Cinder fight, and then you had the end, right?
So
you know what I mean?
But they're like moving towards where El Rey is, and they're running into the Tauros'.
Yeah. But I'm just saying that this seems like it's gonna be the end, like, obviously it's gonna be the end of the season, there's only 4 more episodes, right? But I'm saying that in terms, or there's 3 more episodes, I should say 9, 10, 9, 10, 11, 12, that's 4.
We can count. We may be nearsighted. Do you think I'm nearsighted? So, like, do you think I would be allowed on the nearsighted? Really?
Yeah.
Things are blurry up front of you?
Reading, yeah.
Yes,
like,
really?
You guys don't know, but my microphone's off to the side. Like, obviously I know it says mute, but I can't read mute on my microphone.
For
like,
a second,
it's too far away.
I thought you were talking about what was on the pop mic guard, and it says
like,
blue.
No, this.
So I'm worried that you looked at blue
no,
upside down and was like, I know blue says mic, and I'm like, that you actually might be more blind than you in fact think
Anyway, what was I saying? So yeah, we're getting to the end is basically what I'm trying to say. And so that's kind of interesting, because it's like, this is the first season of the show, right? And I don't remember being around for the first season of Camp. Like, I know, did we do reactions of the first season, or just the second?
Because I watched it, and then I was like, hey, you should watch this, and we watched it together. On YouTube.
Yeah.
Probably on, like, your TV.
But when was that? Like, when was that released, I'm asking you?
Probably about, like, 2 years ago, maybe?
Yeah, because my point is, right, is that this is Rooster Teeth's sort of first new show that has a plot. Not to say that Camp isn't plotted, but it's not. You know what I mean? Like, this has a constant sort of story along the lines similar to Ruby.
No overarching plot.
Yeah. And so, with this and Genlock, it's kind of going to be interesting to see where things go. Because not that I don't know how well Nomad has been received, I guess. Like,
I certainly like it.
I mean, I like it too. But it doesn't seem, at least, like, when the show was first starting on Tumblr, like, people weren't posting as much about it. Like, that's why some of our videos got popular on Tumblr. There was just nothing else there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
But you realize that, like...
And social media in general, like, I'd like to see sort of the social media reception of things. But you understand what I'm trying to say?
Like, The Big Bang Theory is the most popular, like, scripted show in America, and it doesn't really have much of a Tumblr presence.
No, but I'm saying Tumblr, Twitter, like, I'm talking more about social media. Like, I'm looking at the social media numbers. You know what I mean?
If I looked up Big Bang Theory on Tumblr, would the first thing I get, like, people, like, I don't know, enjoying it, or, like...
You know what I mean? Just because... I don't mean just Tumblr. I mean, like, Twitter, Facebook... If people still use Facebook, I don't know. But I just mean, like, Reddit, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how big Nomad is on social media, and so I'm kind of just curious to see what the reception to the show has been. Like, don't get me wrong, I think that people do like the show that are already Rooster Teeth fans, but with Ruby brought in so many new fans that weren't Rooster Teeth related, right? You would argue that? So my question is really, like, I guess just how has the show brought in fans that are not Rooster Teeth fans, and how is the show doing in terms of, like, reception and views? Because obviously now that it's not on YouTube anymore, we can't necessarily, like, check that, but I'm just sort of curious to see where the show goes, but also how the show's been doing. And so, yeah, that's just kind of my thoughts on that. Actually, I'm going to check something. Did you find your answer? Did you find the answer?
I looked up top post with Big Bang Theory, and the first one was about how people were glad it was being canceled. Which, not that it was being canceled, it's just, you know, it was on for 12 seasons, and they were going to stop making it. That's really not cancellation. But yeah, so I don't think a lot of people are, you know...
Like, for example, right, so Eruption Fang, I would argue, has the biggest following in terms of Rooster Teeth content. Like, he does videos on Red vs. Blue, he does videos on Ruby, like, and his episode analysis has, like, 1,000 views-ish for last episode as of 5 hours ago, right? And so, obviously, you need to see how it sits. And maybe I should find another one, but, like, his Red vs. Blue ones and his Ruby ones have, like... 15K, 50K, you know what I mean? And so I'm just like, I wonder, in terms of a YouTube side, too, like, has the hiatus hurt the show? Just because I noticed, like, our videos didn't get as many views as they did last time. Like, I wonder if that may be the cause. I'm just using Eruption Thing as an example, because I think that, to an extent, he has the best Ruby videos, and also, he does more popular ones. Okay, so his Nomad episode 5 had 23K. For example, and that's just a random episode. Like, I don't remember what happened in that episode, because obviously, depending on the content of the episode, videos tend to get higher views and higher interaction, right? The Raven and Cinder fight has a different, you know, episode.
Pull to people.
Exactly, a pull to people, or, like, people that make videos about it, compared to that episode where Yang and Nora were having the wrestling contest, right? And so I'm just kind of wondering.
I was really invested in the Yang-Nora wrestling contest.
So I'm just wondering. I'm wondering... Again, has the hiatus hurt the show? Because, I don't know, it seems like we're all on sort of a decline, you know what I mean? In terms of, like, my analysis, you know, other people's analysis, also, the reactions have gotten blocked, so we'll just have to wait. My reaction did not get blocked, so I was just sort of like, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I don't know, I'm just sort of curious. I'm just sort of curious to see how the show's doing, because I would like to see it again, but at the same time, I don't know if they want this show to pull people in, or they want it for people that are already watching. Does that make sense? Like, Genlock and Ruby, I think, are pullers. Like, they pull people into Rooster Teeth. At least, I'm imagining that Genlock will, and Ruby has obviously...
Genlock has actual actors, like David Tennant.
And so I'm saying, is Camp and Nomad of Nowhere, like, are these shows for us, like, people that are already Rooster Teeth fans, or are they trying to draw in an audience outside of Rooster Teeth? Like, I don't know. That's just a question that you guys can answer if you want to. Like, obviously, we don't have the answer, so it's sort of an interesting thing to ask, I guess. But yeah. Anyway, so I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys didn't, remember that you guys should become patrons over on Patreon if you guys want to support the channel and help us answer these questions, because I'm kind of...
These burning
questions, because I'm just kind of curious. Anyway, we'll see you later. Bye. Hello everybody, it is Calxiyn here. If you guys enjoyed this video, remember that you guys should become $10 patrons over on Patreon, or any level of patrons, as $10 patrons get to request videos that we get to do. Our $5 patrons get early access to basically all of the content that we put out, among other rewards. And our $1 patrons get access to our Discord server. So if any of this interests you, you guys should check it out. Bye guys.